Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on now to the very first weekend of the season. As you can see, just a little bit of information. Some players have been released, some have been signed. It's how it happens, you know. Welcome to the last few weeks of the preseason. I just went ahead and skipped through it. So here we go. We are on now to the regular season, week 1. And we're going to play my game first. We'll do a different team every week. And we're going to start off with the Carolina Panthers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. We are going to use Carolina's playbooks for now. We'll see how that works. Okay, so we're just going to wear those. That's fine. As we take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, which actually technically should be my home team because I'm not far from Jacksonville, but I really don't like the Jaguars. So, yeah. Either way, I'm not going to turn it over to the announcers for this game, and hopefully we'll have a good game, guys.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Jaguars going up against the Panthers. And we'll take you out to Everbank Field for this matchup.
Anticipation is in the air as we join you for the start of another year of the NFL on EA Sports.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Phil Simms. And Phil, it's the start of a whole new season. There's a sense of renewal in the air and all kinds of hope. And how do you feel about getting this season underway?
Well, there's all kinds of a lot of things. We got a lot of new players on each roster. You practice during the offseason. Very little during preseason games. Why? Because you're worried about injury. Can all these components fit together and give yourselves or give your team a chance to win? Some of those answers here today.
The Panthers are ready to run back this kick. Looks set now to kick it away. The dawning of a new NFL season is upon us. Spiller's taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Panthers don't have any downs, but I'm sure a lot of fans out there are anxious to see if the rookie quarterback can handle the pressure here for the first time in the league.
Oh, yeah, look, he can handle the pressure. It's kind of like when I worked with you the first time. You know, you were a superstar, so I was kind of a little nervous, but I got over it, and things have worked out okay since.
The Panthers bring in an extra tight end for this play. At long last, the season is underway.
You got to know if you're going to run the football, you're going to have a lot of short games. There's going to be a lot of plays that look ugly. That's just the way it is. You got to live with it and know what's coming in the future.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. And it's Webb there to meet him. Let's set the lineups now for the offensive unit. And watch out if this man gets behind the secondary. Wide receiver Mike Wallace.
How much fun does Mike Wallace have? He's so fast, everybody's afraid of him. And when you have defensive backs in the NFL worried about his speed, that tells you you're one of the fastest humans on earth.
The Panthers get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. He's got the catch. Not able able to get away from J.J. Watt.
What a nice job on the catch this time and breaking the tackle and getting those extra yards. When you make plays like that, if I was the quarterback, I'd give you a few more chances with the football.
Here's the quick toss. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
The Panthers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The Panthers have it at the 34. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
The defense cannot give up these long runs. You have to hustle to the ball, get a lot of people around the ball carriers to make sure they don't take short gains and turn them into long ones.
First down at the 45. He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line. Let's talk about this defensive unit. At cornerback, he is often overlooked. That is Jason McCourty.
Well, nobody in the NFL overlooks Jason McCourty. They know how good he has been at corner. He is just one tough guy, very smart, and he just gets it done.
Second down and 7. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. Ends up picking up 3 yards. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Double tight end formation. The Panthers have it at the 39. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free. Well, that was some defensive effort that time to knock the ball away and deny the reception.
Yeah, beautiful job. A good defense called by the defensive coordinator. But the defender timed it perfectly. That's what it's all about in the NFL. You got to time up these throws and catches and hits exactly, and the defender did it that time.
The Jaguars rookie quarterback takes the field for the first time. I know you can relate to the nerves he must be feeling here, Phil.
Oh, yeah, the nerves. And right now the crowd loves him because he's a rookie and he hadn't made a mistake. But give him time. No, just kidding, of course, Jim. Hey, look, the guy's loaded with talent. He's going to have a tremendous career.
The Jaguars come out in a bunch set.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Makes the catch on his way. And he's going to be tackled right around the 43.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here it just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
The Jaguars take it from the 43. He has the grab. Stewart's there to take him down.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
First and 10. Will go ground. Now slashing to the right side, looking for room. This offensive line today will be leaned on to protect their quarterback as well as opening up some running lanes. Coming up to the line at the 11. Second and 9. As we get a look at the defense, Julius Peppers, a player opposing offenses always have to game plan for during the week.
Oh, yes. If you're an offensive lineman and you can't find anybody to block, know where Julius Peppers is and run over there and help out.
3rd and 9 after that last incompletion. The Jaguars in the pistol. Got the completion. That's a gain of 6.
Well, it's 3rd and long. Protect against the long pass. Make the quarterback throw it short, and then just come up there and make the tackle.
The kick is good. They put up 3 here in the first to take the lead.
It's always good to get those points on the board and get the lead and get the other team chasing you.
And Wallace is going to drop to a knee here, so this will come out to the 20. The Panthers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
The Panthers load up the backfield for this next play. First down at the 20. And that's Watt in on the stop, and this will go for a loss.
That time the quarterback runs the option. Well, it takes too long to develop, Jim, and that time the defense is ready, and they tackle him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Jaguars lined up in the nickel. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Hankerson with the grab.
Well, they call this route a lot of things. They call it a go route, a 9 route, or a fly route, and all of them mean the same thing. Run as fast as you can, get behind the defense.
First down and 10. Now makes the move to the right. Tackle down at the 42-yard line.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second down and 4. Handoff. Gains maybe 3.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
This is third down. Handoff out of the I formation.
Third and short. I don't know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does. They run the football. Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down.
And that's a gain of 9.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Second down and 1. Up the gut here. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
We're back here to start the second quarter. And, partner, when you're in a tight defensive game like this, what does an offense have to do to open this game up?
Well, I think what happens sometimes in situations like this, Jim, you know, the offense, they plan for the game and what they're going to do, but they come out there that first series or two, and they go, wow, these guys are better in person than they were on the film. So you've got to adjust physically. I think now that they have adjusted, we'll see if they can make some things happen.
Coming to the line at the 24. To the ground. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
The Jaguars guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Now looking at third down. Takes another handoff. He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
The Jaguars defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They'll stay on the ground on first down. That's a gain of 6.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Second down, 4 to go. Wide to the left. And he's tackled, but not until he picked it down.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
It's a two tight end formation. Now 1st and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Gets about 9 on the play. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
They'll run it with him again. In the end, it picks up only a yard. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home, they stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
This is the 14th play of this series. Goal line defense on the field. They're going to run it on the toss. Into the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice run by the running back that time. And how about that? The first touchdown of your NFL career. That's where you keep that football. You take it to the sideline. And then later tonight, you give it to your mother and say, thanks for all your help. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
There is a flag out. So from 2 yards out, they get it across and secure 2 extra points.
Holding defense.
They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand. The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return to kickoff. Webb's got a chance for a return. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Jaguars put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on 3rd down. Just not a good play on 3rd down. They got to do better in that situation. If they do, that's going to lead to 7 points. So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
The Jaguars at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. That's another reception, giving it 2.
Now look at all these great tight ends in the NFL now. Makes me think of the NBA. These are power forwards who said to heck with that. They want to be pass catchers, and they're good at it.
1st and 10. The give out of the eye. Takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And wonderful run by the rookie running back. Gets the touchdown. How exciting is that? All of his teammates know that is a big moment for him. Keep that football, take it home, put it in that trophy case, and say, yes, I can get it done in the NFL.
Inside of the uprights. The Jaguars were very effective on that scoring drive, especially via the pass. Over 50 passing yards on that scoring drive. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Panthers back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at it. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
The Panthers have it at the 24. Slashing to the right side. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. This will be incomplete. He was trying to find Reed. The pass play fails to work, and now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars with a nickel look here on defense. Set up screen. They'll mark him at the 41.
Don't always have to throw the football past the yard markers. That's another thing I hate to hear. This time the offense throws it behind the yard markers on the screen pass. Good execution. They pick up a 1st down.
That's a tackle at the 48.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a 1st down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
After running it, it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Surveys, and it's complete over to Cruz.
Anytime you have a play-action pass as a quarterback, make sure you sell that fake, and then look up, find that coverage, decide where to throw the football. That was a nice job that time.
1st down at the 43. Has space. That's a gain of 6.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 4. What a time to throw a pick, Phil. This defense, though, has really stepped up today.
Yeah, it has. It has stepped up. But, you know, I'll just say this about the offense, that interception. You've got to understand where you are in the game, when to be careful, and that was not the time to take a chance.
Stewart's the one who brings him to the ground.
Well, we don't see this too often. This is a speed back, but a good job that time just running right through the tackle and breaking it.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. All right, and welcome back where we've got an offense on that field that wants to try and increase the lead before we move to halftime. 2nd down and 4. Makes the catch in open space. Taken down at the 33. That's his 3rd catch of the day. And as we take a closer look now at a receiver who has been very dangerous here in the 1st half. What's to like about this performance so far, Phil?
Oh, shoot, what is there to like? Everything. They cannot stop him. He has so much talent. He could do everything. And if I was a quarterback, I'd keep throwing the football his way.
Brought down at the 26.
The Jaguars coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off balance, even me. I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on 1st down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
The Jaguars snap it at the 26. Has his man. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Tim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
Let's go. Break 38. Break 38.
1st and 10. On the money. The Jaguars now move the chains. The Jaguars call a timeout. Their 1st. Breaking huddle at the 6. 1st down here after the completion. From the gun. On the money. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Nice catch by the rookie wide receiver, and how about that? His 1st receiving touchdown in the NFL. He is so talented, there is no doubt he's going to have a lot more.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. Spiller's got it on the return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Panthers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. And they get the sack. The Jaguars decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. The Jaguars defense now is going to go nickel. Intercepted. There's been no shortage of big plays today with this quarterback at the helm, Phil.
Oh, my gosh, what an arm this quarterback has. How about these throws down the field? Not only are they far down the field and beautiful, they're right on target. And the good thing is he has receivers who can take advantage of his arm. Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Real good field position here to start this series.
Get ready.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 40. Airing it out, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The corners step back. 2nd and 10. That's a ball that should have been caught.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
The catch is made. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Panthers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. This will be a field goal try for good no. The kick, it's through there. The kick is good. How important was it, Bill, to add another 3 to the lead before the intermission?
And you got to look at the team that's trailing right now. You got to go in at halftime and change what you're doing because what you've been doing so far, it hasn't worked.
And a run back of about 17. The defense comes back onto the field for this next series, and man, if they set the pace for this game so far as their side has the lead.
Yeah, listen, I like what they're doing, and what's making this work is the fact that they just don't miss tackles. When they have an opportunity, they take the offensive player down.
And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The ball is jarred loose.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
And with that, we've come to the end of the first half here off the banks of the St. Johns River. We'll be back to Jacksonville for the start of the 3rd quarter after this. All right, Larry, thanks a lot. Second half just about to get underway here as the special teams are about to head back onto the field. And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line. The Jaguars on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
And now here's the first snap of the second half. That's reception number 4 for him.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Beasley has the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
From the gun. They're setting up screen. Woodson's able to read that play and make the hit.
Quarterback should have never thrown it that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards. Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing a blitz.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
It'll be a touchback. First down at the 20. Gets the handle here. And that'll gain just a few yards. Now they're playing from behind. And they have an offense that's been shut down, at least when it comes to the ground game.
Well, it's hard to win football games in the NFL when you're one-dimensional. But right now, I think you've got to throw the football. The defensive line, maybe they're tired. They can't get to the quarterback. And maybe that could give you a chance to win. Well, that time the quarterback runs the option play. He goes down the line of scrimmage. Probably should have pitched it. He keeps it. Defense all over him. And they tackle him for a loss of yards.
Flag is out.
Holding offense.
The Panthers have to punt the football. Tackle down right around the 48.
That returner, when he goes to the sideline, I promise you, that special teams coach is going to rip him a new one. Hold on to the football. Lucky to get it back after that fumble.
The Jaguars didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
Gets it out for the completion. No one's going to get him now. The 10, and he heads to the sidelines out of bounds.
There are so many players now in the NFL that are good. How about this tight end? He has got so much talent. That time he hauls in the pass, it just makes it look so easy. Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
First and goal. They'll go ground. picks up about 2.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
Second and goal from the 6. Feeds him again. Stewart's all over the ball carrier.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
The Panthers lined up in the nickel.
Let's go.
3rd and 12. Makes the grab. Touchdown. At this point in the game, midway through the 3rd, that touchdown has them on the brink of putting this game away.
Man, they're starting to put their mark on this game, Jim, and you just got to be careful. Don't let it get away from you right here. Find a way to go out there and score on the offensive side and get back into this football game.
The Jaguars getting ready for the kickoff. Spiller's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Panthers weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, that's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
And Holmes is brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
That's a good job by the receiver running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
The Panthers take it from the 23. Locked in on the ball is fumbled, and it's a takeaway. The mistakes just keep on coming from this offense. With a little more than a quarter to play, it's been a lost cause the entire way.
Well, Jim, I have some advice for those players out there losing today. Go home tonight after this game and get a lot of rest because you're going to need it. Because practice next week, man, is it going to be rough.
Coming in, the hype around the... with these two quarterback was enormous, but only one has had a solid game. Before we go any further, they're going to take another look at the last play. So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They went to the booth, and it was not verified. First down at the 31. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Second down and 10. Pass is intercepted. They throw a pick here, Phil, and they'll be very pleased. Nearing the final quarter so they can get this one over.
You know, sometimes when you're losing like this and you're playing so bad, you just feel like you can't get the game over with. It's amazing how it just keeps dragging on, and Man, this has been a bad day, and it's, like you said, Jim, it just continues.
When one quarterback plays well and the other doesn't, that can lead to a pretty one-sided affair like we've had here today.
Yeah, it has been one-sided, but look, there's always reasons why a quarterback plays well or doesn't, Jim. It truly is a team game on the offensive side.
And they take him down.
You talk about a blitz on the defensive side, it's all about timing. Disguise it to the last second and time up the snap of the football. They did it that time, and they get the sack on the QB.
Here's the handoff. And they bring him down at the 44-yard line.
I'll say this, if you're in a situation like this, 3rd and long, and you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
The Jaguars have it at the 44. It's intercepted. Phil, it might be a case of too little, too late, but the defense gets the takeaway, and let's see if they're able to do something with it.
Jim, it could be a case of too little, too late, but I don't know. Never think the game is over. Just keep playing. We see tremendous comebacks all the time in the NFL. Hey, who knows? This could be one of them. Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
And the quarterback cannot escape Floyd.
Oh, there's nothing worse as a quarterback to have pressure up the middle from an interior defensive tackle. Hard to see down the field, can't make a decision, and that time it leads to a sack.
And Wallace there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
The Panthers put themselves in a terrible situation, 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that 1st down.
Lays out and makes the play. The Panthers are coming off a big play to end the 3rd, and now they'll try to keep up the momentum as we begin the 4th quarter.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations. Good job by the defense. They stopped the 1st down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
They bring in the extra tight end. 2nd and 11. Carolina in the end zone. Touchdown. That is the 25th touchdown catch of his career.
I remember when I threw my first touchdown as a rookie, I ran down that field faster than the receiver could. I was so excited to get it done, and I know this guy feels the same way. That's exciting to watch a rookie quarterback throw his first touchdown.
Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Jaguars offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Jaguars take it from the 28. Searching for space to the right. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the 1st. They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. The Panthers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They want to keep feeding him the football. As they continue to lead, you do wonder if this team will run the football more, even though it has been really ineffective to this point.
No, I'd say this. I would go with the pass. You know, you can win the game in the NFL just passing the football. That's what they're going to have to do here today. The run game, it's been rough, and I don't see it changing. The Panthers' defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Loss of a couple that time. The Jaguars take it from the 23. And intercepted.
What a job by the linebacker that time making that interception. Gets in good position. And what a pair of hands. A linebacker who can do it all.
The Panthers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
The Jaguars come out in a dime package. 2nd and 10. Intercepted.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker picking off the pass. What a pair of hands also.
The Jaguars will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
The Jaguars have it at the 44. Gets it out for the completion. Woodson's there to take it down. Big and open. That's what this tight end's been today, Phil.
Yeah, we see it more and more. Tight ends getting the football from their quarterbacks. Why? Because they're going against linebackers. They're faster and usually bigger than the linebackers. That's matchups you love on the field.
1st and goal from the 9. Scanning the field. Pulls it in. Woodson's there that time for the tackle. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Second and goal from the 5. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
When you get 3rd and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Stepping up, ready to go from the 7. The Jaguars with an empty backfield look here.
Get ready. 38.
He'll take the snap about midway through the 4th. Makes the reception.
If it was me, I would cover the short receivers and force this guy to throw it down the field. You're behind by a few points. You got to try and force the issue.
The kick is good. That's a little bit of insurance for them with the field goal here midway through the 4th quarter, Phil.
Yeah, it was. That was a good drive by the offense and really some bad play calling on the defensive side. No wonder you're losing this game.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Jaguars set at the line, dime package. The Panthers from the 22. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. The tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up. The Jaguars with a nickel look here on defense. 1st down and 10. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Mariota's going to take it from the gun. Looking to go deep. And it's incomplete.
If you're a defensive back in the NFL now, you've got to be alert for the deep passes down the field, because not only do you got to play it well, you got to make sure you don't have pass interference.
Throws the pass. He's brought down right around the 43-yard line. Third catch today so far. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Mariota's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And it's swatted away.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover two, the two deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
The Panthers take it from the 43. Sharif Floyd with the sack. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Mariota's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Finds his mark. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Two tight ends on the field here. Mariota's got it in the gun. Rodgers got it on a pass, had some heat on it. First down here. Mariota's back in shotgun formation. And he reaches out and makes the catch. One-handed, no less. Mounting a serious drive. Here's the first snap after the big play. Mariota's going to take it from the gun. And he hauls it in. Robinson's in on the tackle.
The Panthers had a nice play design that time and pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
Mariota's now completed 4 in a row. Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the 4th quarter. Mariota's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The Jaguars' defense now is going to go nickel from the shotgun. Still powering ahead. Ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession.
Keep 2 hands on that ball. The quarterback didn't do it, so when he's hit, that football came flying out.
Mariota's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Reaches out and grabs it. Robinson's in on the tackle. First and goal from the 8. They're going to get him here for a sack. The Panthers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. That leads us to 2nd down. The Panthers are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Mariota's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Mariota's got it in the gun. And Wallace can't hold on that time.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Ladarius Webb with an interception. And a touchback. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. You know, they took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on it. Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Double tight end formation. 2nd down and 11. Handoff made. Keeps his legs moving.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
Takes the knee. The Panthers lined up in the nickel.
Get ready.
The Jaguars have it at the 29. Trying to power his way right up the middle. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got the lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle, as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody 2 things. Stay in bounds and put 2 hands on the football.
You come into week 1 trying to build some positive momentum. You've gone through camp and all the preseason games, and now you walk away 0-1. How do you handle it?
Well, it's hard. You got to handle it because you just say to yourself, it's a long year. We'll correct the mistakes we made today, and we'll be better, and we'll win next week to make us 1-1.
Field. We did our best to score as best as we could, but just couldn't get it done today. Hopefully we'll get it done next week. I won't even see that game because we're going to advance to week 2 and we're going to play the first game of the Miami Dolphins season. Hopefully they can do better than we could. We'll see. Jerome had a decent day on the ground. Looked like Ricky Williams also had a decent day. Emmitt Smith ran fantastic for the Jags for a touchdown. That was. We outran them. Steve McNair kicked our ass through the air. So we did get 2 interceptions, but Dupree played pretty well, but just not enough to win that game. So we'll move on to the next game, and we'll see you there, guys. Thanks for joining us. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like, subscribe, follow us on Twitch at Nick_Gillis, and that'll do it, guys. Catch you next time.